Alliance of Disability Advocates. Who is our audience? Our audience is people of all ages and abilities, because either you become a member of the disability community one way or another, either through an unfortunate situation or circumstance that causes a disability of which you acquire, or you age into a disability. For example, your diminished vision or diminished hearing is covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act and therefore identified as a disability. But we understand that people may not see that as a disability and call it just aging. That's neither here nor there to us. We still provide services which they will hopefully find us and come to us for service as needed, and we will provide them. We provide services to 5 different counties: Wake, Orange, Durham, Johnston, and Franklin counties. We have one of the largest population of people with disabilities within the state. Our website, as you see, has photos across the top. This is our youth program in action. And the issue that we have with our website is the fact that we contracted with an individual to do the website, and then she left us, disappeared, essentially. Disappeared. We communicated as much as we could through email to get her to give us some information that never worked. I said, well, I hate to see this break up. It wasn't you, it was me, kind of thing. But she said, no, I'm still leaving. So that's the issue. That's the primary issue. And we have a lot of things to communicate to the community that, because of our lack of expertise and my lack of expertise in the office with the website, diminishes our level of communication to the community at large about what we do, who we are, and what kind of services we can provide, not only to adults but also to the youth in the community. And Renee is my wingman person. Anything that I happen to not fill in, she will introduce and make sure that it's addressed.
How about right up front, what's it written in?
What's the what?
What's the software that drives the site?
Dreamweaver.
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 Mm-hmm.
And it's dated. It's been a while since it's been updated. I don't, and show my level of understanding, I don't even know if Dreamweaver is even used today or not, or what's the most popular one out there being used. You see that our mission and who we are as an agency. The visitors counter, pretty low count, you can see, doesn't really okay. Well, it's the count. Another area of issues that we have is I can change some things. I am comfortable with going in and changing text and so forth. But as far as reintroducing or introducing new images, like our state Centers for Independent Living map, or new photos and so forth, to introduce that as to update that issue. I don't know how to do that. We just don't know how to do that. There's just a lot of things that I don't know how to do, plus understanding where things are in the folder in the Dreamweaver. They're identified. It takes me an hour just to find where the staff folder is. I finally know where it's at, and I can go to it first thing. You have a question?
So you have your own domain hosting service?
It's on our server. Yeah. And so the person who designed this particular page and our website as it is had a lot of expertise. She had skills, and it's demonstrated here. There's some critical things that we require of our website, because we do provide, we want to make it accessible, because the people we serve are people with disabilities, so there's a number of things we need to consider. First, screen readers. Screen readers, persons who use screen readers need to be able to navigate and a website, our website in particular. Links that we have that go to other websites may not have the alt tags, for example. That ours we will require ours to have so that screen readers can use them effectively. Now, screen readers are used by people who are blind and also people who have low vision, and there's no such thing as point and click. We've run across people in the past who have said, our website is accessible, all you have to do is point and click here and you get right into it. And it's understandable at that point from our perspective that they really don't understand what accessible website really means, at least under our definition of it. Person using a screen reader should be able to tab, understand what where they're at or what link because of the alt tab, hit the enter button and go to that website. Whether that website that we have to provide the link to is accessible, we will try to identify and hopefully find a number, which are very few by the way. But we will give them the link to where they, in many cases, people who are blind or have low vision have to depend on people with vision to do a number of things, to read, and because of the lack of accessibility out there on the web. So in that way, we want to minimize that on our website specifically so people can use it meaningfully, find out about us, and not have to struggle with lack of accessibility and get frustrated. Another thing that I'm going to show you a website that for me is problematic.